I really enjoy working with the Finnish community in that sense, because for me, business is easy. You get a yes or you get a no. It's like, it's not too complicated. Do you want to buy? Yes or no? And if you go to other parts of the world, it's like, there's a hassle. It takes you a day you get a lot of yes, but it's a no, and it's not, you don't know when a yes is a no and a no is a yes. Here it's simple. So my name is Jonas Kjellberg. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've started a lot of companies. I've failed even more companies. During the whole .com crazy area, I started my own first venture called Mobison, which was listed during a short time. Started another company called Campus Mobile, sold that to Vodafone, learned the hard way of how important delight is for your product and not just sales. And after that, I jumped on a project that some of my former colleagues at Tele2, Niklas and Jonas, and they had started Skype, and I joined when they had got their first funding, and I ran that company. But to cut it short, I'm a serial entrepreneur that had done a lot of things and failed quite a lot as well. The whole model is taken from Harvard, where Tom Kosnick, one of our co-authors, started his career. But it's basically trying to understand the importance of combining customer acquisition, having a great delight with a unique business model, and the importance of actually working with all three of them. Often you maybe only work with your delight and you forget how to acquire customers, or you have a great perspective where your business model doesn't work out, and really trying to understand how can you innovate in zeros. To actually take away cost where others think it's necessary. Like Ryanair has totally changed the business model of flying, and by charging for a lot of stuff and having a very low price, and are now the most profitable airline because they started charging for coffee and luggage. So it's more about trying to innovate in all these areas. That often is the formula. And I think that's something that the US mentality is much closer to. Here we often build a product and then we hand it over to sales and say, now you sell it, instead of saying, how do we integrate the whole sales experience in a good way? I think it's all about new businesses driven by new entrepreneurs, and I think you've had some tremendous successes here, and I think that is also spinning off, and now you have more successes with Rovio. And I think it's not the individual company that is important. It's basically people that were part of that success that leave with money in their pocket and actually start their own new businesses and try to replicate that formula and actually start that vibrant community of thinking in a different way. I think that is often a formula that is important for the whole startup community, building new companies in a new, different way, and having access to capital, which you can use to fail. I think the challenge is, again, how can you innovate in product, but also innovate in customer acquisition, because I think that is one of the key areas. Much of the customer acquisition is done in a very traditional way. How can you actually innovate in that part, and how can you work closer together with the whole ecosystem to actually channelize these products in a better way?